Prophecy is like looking at a mountain range. From a distance, there may appear to be only a single range. Once you get a little closer, a second range is seen after that. So with prophecy, you often see partial fulfillment in the near term and complete fulfillment at some later date. Such is the case with Daniel's last vision. Many of these wars are ultimately fulfilled in the end times. Look at modern-day Israel. Its territory is included within the same region as the ancient Ptolemaic or Southern Kingdom. Since the primary focus of Daniel's last vision is on the nation Israel, all of the modern-day kings of the south, as well as the future kings of the south, must come from Israel. In Daniel's day, the power figures were typically called kings. The modern-day equivalent for the kings of the south and north can include presidents, prime ministers, generals, or anyone instrumental in organizing military operations from within the Old Seleucid or Ptolemaic kingdoms. Daniel prophesied 3 major Israeli wars in modern-day times. These wars have already occurred and in our generation. The Arab-Israeli War, the Six-Day War, and the Battle of Yom Kippur. The first war occurred in 1948. Ben-Gurion was the first modern-day king of the South. He was the founding father of modern-day Israel and prime minister during this Arab-Israeli war. The northern king in this conflict was King Abdullah I of Jordan, who led multiple Arab nations. Amazingly, this was the first war that went exactly as foretold by Daniel way back in 437 BC. After this first Arab-Israeli war, Daniel accurately predicted that the sons or grandsons of this modern-day northern king would assemble a great Arab army, even larger than the one before. These sons were to lead an attack that would carry the battle all the way into the heartland of Israel. King Hussein was the second king of the north, and he just happened to be the grandson of King Abdullah I, the prior northern king, just like Daniel predicted. And also, King Hussein just happened to be pivotal in this military buildup. He united the Arab world. He formed the Mutual Defense Treaty with Jordan, Egypt, and Syria. So he was the one who energized the Arabs to fight their second war against Israel. Without him, the war would never have taken place. The Six-Day War of 1967 was the second modern-day war involving northern and southern kings. Moshe Dayan, Israel's defense minister, played the role as king of the south. So here again, Daniel predicted another Israeli victory some 2,400 years before it actually happened. And again, Israel won against overwhelming odds. The Battle of Yom Kippur was the third war that Daniel saw in his vision. It started on October 6, 1973, and lasted for 20 days. Daniel predicted a much larger northern Arab army this time around, a huge army fully equipped. It just so happened that over 1 million Arab soldiers attacked Israel, indeed much larger than that fought in the previous 2 wars. So who was the king of the north leading this huge army in the Battle of Yom Kippur? To harmonize with Daniel's prophecies, the modern-day kings of the north all have to come from the region of the ancient Seleucid Empire. Today, this would be modern-day Iran, Iraq, Jordan, Lebanon, Syria, also parts of western Pakistan and southern Russia. One prominent Arab king, Anwar Sadat of Egypt, did not qualify as the king of the north. Egypt is just not from the area of the old Seleucid Empire. Ironically, Egypt committed the most troops to the war. Looking for other possibilities for this northern king, the other two Arab nations involved were Syria and Iraq. President Hafez al-Assad of Syria had more political clout and higher Arab aspirations, so he was the king of the north in the Battle of Yom Kippur. As you can guess, the king of the south remained Moshe Dayan, as he was still the minister of defense.